Joining us right now live in studios, Brian Levin, director of the Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism.
He's also a professor for criminal justice at CSU San Bernardino. And thanks for joining us again, Brian.
Thank you.
So what do we know about this suspect? He seems to follow in the footsteps of a lot of other mass shooters.
Yes, and uniquely, we have an alleged, it is not confirmed, it is not vetted. I have seen it. I'm not going to go into much detail, but if this is true, and we don't know if it is, but if it is true, he talks about a doctrine and a book title that was mentioned by the Christchurch terrorists. Mm-hmm. So that's something. He talked about his weaponry, if this is in fact true. And additionally, he talked in the most vile manner about Latinos. So again, this is a theme of whites being overrun by non-whites in Europe and America, and we saw again something similar with the Gilroy shooter, Poway shooter again, probably radicalized on the internet. So now what we're seeing, it used to be we'd have this kind of horizontal relationship. Hi, let's go somewhere, we're in the same place. Now with the internet, people are bonding with people who may not even be alive anymore. They might be imprisoned, but people who inscribed both a milestone along with the violence they committed. So they're registering it online.
But the internet's been around for a generation or more. I mean, why now are we seeing the internet used in this way?
Great point. And initially, you're exactly right. Stormfront started in February '95, and then National Alliance started there shortly thereafter. But now, with the internet splintering, we are seeing folks going to what we call these fragmented affinity-based platforms. And a lot of them are just cats playing the piano. But we also have stuff where people are getting radicalized online, and we've seen it where people are getting radicalized more quickly, and you have more content up there.
That term radicalize is so commonly used now. What does that mean exactly?
Great question. What we have are three types of mass offenders who do these kinds of symbolic acts. Ideologically motivated, political or religious. 2, psychologically dangerous. 3rd, personal benefit or revenge. You can shake them up. Usually one falls on top. What we now have is there's such a vast library on the internet that people are bonding with folks that they don't even know or who may not even exist anymore.
But why is it, I mean, this is a young man. He just turned 21, if he is indeed the shooter.
Yes.
Just turned 21 July 27th, Caucasian, Gilroy shooter, 19,
yep.
Caucasian, male. We can go on and on. This age group, is there something about this age group that makes them particularly at risk?
Absolutely. From the most extreme, where during that age group, that's a time when substantial mental illness can manifest itself during those particular years. But even if it's not necessarily a psychosis, what we have are people cleaving away from their families, from a regimented school. They're trying to find themselves in the world, and you made an excellent point. Look here in California where we've seen shootings. We went plurality Latino 2014, and we've seen these extremist killings. The most diverse group are young people, and the most diversifying states are states like California and Texas. And for some angry people, what the internet will do is take that anger and frustration in this irrational mind, amp it up, and then direct where the aggression should go. And that's what we're seeing.
Brian, thank you. Thank you for coming in and for your comments.
Thank you.
Thanks. I mean, we could talk so much longer about this, but appreciate that
Indeed.
insight for now. Brian Levin.